This is what I made every year for my reunion dinner. Mana Yuen Hotpot. Part 1. Beef tallow. You can totally skip this step if you're using store-bought. I have about 500 grams of beef fat with some chicken fat and chicken skin. Coarsely slice the beef fat and into a skillet. Add about half cup of water. This is to prevent burning. Bake at 110 degrees C or 230 Fahrenheit for 3 to 4 hours or until it looks something like this. Drain and discard all the residue and set it aside to cool down. It should look something like this. Part 2. The spices. I'm using a combination of lantern peppers and Sichuan peppers. These are dried and 100 grams. Cut the peppers with a pair of scissors and shake to deseed them. Transfer into a pot. Add some water to submerge and bring it up to a boil. Cover and steep for 30 minutes. 2 bay leaves, 1.5 tablespoon of green Sichuan peppercorns and 1.5 tablespoon of Sichuan peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, 1 black cardamom, 10 white cardamom, some cinnamon sticks, and 1 star anise. Toast until aromatic into a spice grinder and bleach until powder forms. Into a bowl and add in 4 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine. Mix until it comes together into a paste. The chilies have hydrated. Drain. I'm just gonna use my stick blender to bleach until paste forms. Part 3. The mala soup. Transfer 500 grams of the beef tallow into a pot or a wok and cook until completely dissolved. Some crushed ginger, 5 cloves of crushed garlic, 1 red onion, some coriander and some scallions. Mix. Continue cooking until the garlic and ginger are lightly caramelized. Drain and discard all the residue. Add 2 tablespoons of the flavored beef tallow, 50 grams of doubanjiang, saute until lightly caramelized. Mix in 1 tablespoon of fermented black beans. Add in the remaining beef tallow, deglaze and mix. The chili paste and mix. Continue cooking until slightly darkened. Add in the spice blend paste and mix. 1 tablespoon of rock sugar. Mix and cook until the sugar has completely dissolved. Set it aside to cool down slightly and transfer into a container. Chill in the fridge overnight. This can be kept in the fridge for 2 weeks or 6 months in the freezer. We are going to need 50 grams of this mala base, 250 grams of milk. You can use coconut milk as well, and add about 2 cups of vegetable stock, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of black vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sesame paste, a pinch of salt. Mix, taste and adjust for seasonings. Part 4. The chicken herbal soup. I have 4 chicken carcasses, seasoned with salt, 1 tablespoon of milk powder, some mushroom powder, and some white pepper. Mix. Bake at 200 degrees C or 400 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Flip the carcasses and continue baking for another 20 minutes or until it looks something like this. Transfer them into a large pot. Add some hot water to the baking dish and deglaze. Take your time as this is liquid gold. Transfer into the pot and add in 2 liters of water, 1 yellow onion, 2 carrots, 5 cloves of garlic, 2 inches of ginger, and 2 bay leaves. Into the pot and mix. 15 grams of Solomon seal, 15 grams of dansen, 10 dried longans, 10 jujubes deseeded, 8 grams of beiqi, 10 grams of wolfberries, and 8 grams of tang kui. Into the pot and mix. Bring it up to a simmer. I almost forgot to add 5 dried mushrooms, 100 grams of Shaoxing wine, and mix. Taste and adjust for seasonings. Cover and steep for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, drain. Return the soup back to the pot. I'm going to keep the longans and shred off any meat from the carcasses, the carrots. I also finely dice the mushrooms and the jujubes as well. With this inflation, it's wise not to waste any food. And bring it up to a simmer. Kill the heat and add in 2 tablespoons of black vinegar and 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. Mix. Into the hot pot. These are all the food I'm using, from tofu to mushrooms to fish balls, shrimps, lotus roots, beef shabu shabu, and even spam. Garnish the soup with some scallions and coriander. I'm gonna dunk the tofu puff into the mala soup. Let's devour this, and this will be perfect over some rice. Now let's try the shabu shabu beef. This is yummylicious. Thank you for watching. Have fun in the kitchen.